an icon.
Cementing her status
She's a legend.
as one of music's biggest stars.
And she is the moment.
Yay! Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we're going to be doing what you need to know about this connection, the truth about this connection. So this could be friends, this could be lovers, anything that you need to hear right now about this connection. So we love to hear it. Let's just jump right into things today with pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And do not forget, the Dick Witch presents the Halloween Spooktacular Special comes out October 31st, aka Halloween, because we are going to be celebrating it together. So do not forget, I worked really hard on this, so definitely super excited to share it with you guys. You can also subscribe to my channel, as it always helps a baddie out, and hit the bell if you guys want to be notified whenever I post, but particularly for the Halloween special. I don't care if you turned off after that. But hey, let's get on into it today. Woo! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 1, the gorgeous blocking redirection card, or the adorable little rosette crystal, or the picture from the thumbnail. This is going to be your reading today, all about what do you need to know about this person? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot what I was going to say, because I was already getting the message from this pile, and I definitely do feel like this one has a lot to do with love or a very deep friendship, because you did choose the blocking redirection card. So I feel like this could be somebody that you were actually blocked from or redirected from. I feel like, especially with the King of Coins energy, if this was a romantic interest, this is somebody that was very financially established or just had their ish together, and I feel like you could really see a future with this person. And especially with the 7 of Swords here, this tends to be a connection that you continuously look back on and compared to other connections, because I feel like, especially with the 7 of Wands, this person just soars above the competition for you, you know, like either this was a friendship or a lover. I felt like you were just a lot closer with this person than any of your other connections, really. And with the Lovers card here and the 3 of Swords, it was very heartbreaking when this connection ended, because even if it was a friendship, you know, I feel like you can still be very heartbroken from those scenarios and those situations. And I feel like it's, yeah, especially with the Lovers card here, there was just a major connection. There could have been a third party involvement here, because that's what the Lovers card does talk about occasionally. But we do have Justice here. So I feel like what you need to know about this connection is that the reason why this person blocked you or whatever, I feel like you kind of had to go through that in order to be redirected, because I feel like by them kind of continuing in your life, you were holding back a certain portion of yourself that really needs to shine and needs to glow. You know, it's like having an insecure friend around you. As much as you love them, as much as they might be your dream friend, they can really tear you down and make you not really believe in your dreams. And, you know, I was literally just watching a video all about the quantum field and everything, and you know, reality is what we believe it to be. You know, like Albert Einstein said, it's like, it's a dream, but it's a very persistent one, you know, like that's what reality is. And so if you have somebody that's insecure around you, or you have a lover in your life that is making you sort of like fit a certain standard or fit a certain je ne sais quoi, we should say, then it sort of takes away from your confidence, from your personal growth, and from who you are actually supposed to be in this lifetime. Yeah, because I'm actually seeing that from this connection and from this ending, you could have had a major glow up or a major change in your life, or that's kind of what you're going through currently if this was a more recent connection, more recent ending with somebody. But it definitely feels like you are going to be getting justice in this, because like it feels like this person could be coming back into your life at a time in which, you know, you're just no longer interested in them, or you know, you kind of end up winning in life and they don't really get to celebrate that with you as much. Yeah, and they could have left you behind for whatever reason, like especially because this person's the King of Coins. Like they could have felt like maybe you didn't match their lifestyle, their luxury lifestyle, or you know, maybe you came from different religions, different classes, different families, whatever. And this person, I feel like, just could have really, you know, different backgrounds. They could have just taking it a little bit too far. But yeah, I'm seeing that I feel like this person definitely has a lot of love for you, and I feel like you have a lot of love for them. But the truth about this connection is that they would have held you back from becoming the true person that you are meant to be. And that's somebody that is a star. I think that you're really supposed to be shining in this lifetime. And I feel like this person would have really taken away from that, made you feel bad for wanting to follow what you were meant to follow in this life. Yeah, someone is going out of your life or end of a situation, exactly, with the casket here, and a stubborn, aggressive person. So again, this person could have been very stubborn, set in their ways, and yeah, I feel like they could have just exited your life pretty recently. We also have dark man here, so dealings with relationships with a man with a dark complexion or hair. Again, I feel like this just could be like, you know, it is a lover, so, and I read from the feminine perspective, so I feel like, yeah, compliments from an admirer. Yeah, again, you could have just liked the way that they complimented you in a lot of different ways. Like, the way that your souls kind of aligned and matched up was really nice. I'm totally seeing that. But again, I feel like this person was kind of stubborn, unwilling to change, you know, didn't really want to accept you the way that you are meant to be. Because it's like the type of connection where it's like you started growing and they couldn't handle it. So they had to like go with a different person, or they had to like end the friendship, you know, because they could not handle where you're going. Yeah, exactly, with the torch here, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Because I feel like you just have a lot more of this awareness, a lot more of this understanding about life. And yeah, while you might have enjoyed this person's presence, and while they might have stood out from you from like the crowd, especially when it comes to friendship or love, I feel like don't keep comparing this person to other people from your future, because honestly, it's not going to end up very well. Like, I feel like there's going to be much better people in your future, and it just really feels like this person was not meant to be in it long term. Yeah, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Even if this person was in your life for like years and you were super close, now all of a sudden it's like distant, you know, it's sudden, it's changed, shocking, it's surprising, especially when long-term friends or long-term partners just want to like, you know, I believe or block us out of nowhere. I feel like that is kind of very shocking, because you're sort of left wondering, okay, well, what did I do wrong, you know? Yeah, empath and narcissist paradigm, being chased or used to enable boundaries. Yeah, so, you know, and I don't really like to use the word narcissist, because that's a term that I feel like you literally have to be clinically diagnosed as. And I just kind of get that this is more so a person that was very draining of your energy. They kind of used you for a lot of different reasons, boost themselves up, make themselves feel better. And I feel like the second that you try to like enable some kind of boundaries, or again, change yourself or become a better person, this person suddenly was not really in it to win it anymore. And they just could not really handle your beautiful energy. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Yes, again, because I'm getting that like, I feel like this person, number one, could be holding you back from welcoming in the one, from welcoming in the person that you are actually supposed to be with, from opening up your heart and really moving forward. Because even though, again, this person is like, they stand out from the competition, you know, they really broke your heart. And I don't think you deserve that from anything, from anybody. You know, I don't think you deserve to be used. I don't think that the second that you try to glow up or you try to be a different person, and this person doesn't like it anymore, you know, I don't think that that is a good person to necessarily be around. And yeah, I feel like you guys could be holding yourselves back from actually meeting the one, from actually meeting your ultimate soulmate, from actually meeting a best friend that genuinely cares about your heart and soul, you know? Yeah, and I feel like this person could not take your boundaries for whatever reason. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Yeah, giving me a lot of different energies here. It's like, I feel like you're the type of person that really wants to like make connections work, and you really want things to last the test of time. And yeah, because you're a very stable person, you know, like especially you attracted this person who's a King of Coins energy, that's giving very stable energy. You know, like they might have had their shit together when it comes to like their career life, their job, their family life, but when it comes to romance, love, it feels like they were severely lacking and they need some major grow up, glow up, you know, kind of energy here. But yeah, it just feels like, I feel like maybe you could have even opened your heart to this person at a time in which like you were very vulnerable, then you ended up getting heartbroken again, and so now you might just kind of be stuck in this loop of like, I don't know where to like go next. And I feel like just opening up your heart and allowing yourself to fall in love again will really be beneficial, because I'm just getting this partner ain't it, chief. Like the justice in this is these people are gonna have to see you like in other partnerships, you know, with other friends that are treating you better than they could ever even imagine. And I feel like that's the ultimate justice. That's the ultimate karma. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Again, yeah, exactly. You were freed from this toxic relationship. You know, you're healing from this heartbreak of this connection. And you know, I feel like there's a lot of things that will kind of come back and sort of haunt you or make you feel like maybe I should have done differently this, or maybe if I would have, you know, texted differently or not been so this or whatever. But again, everything is divinely guided, and I feel like this person was divinely guided out of your life. They literally just said, which is kind of crazy. But it's so true, because I feel like in order to become who you are meant to become, this person simply cannot exist in that same space. So just always kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Like things might seem kind of bad or wary at times, but yeah, it's like I feel like things are getting better for you ultimately, and I feel like you're really going to end up meeting the one, and this person might just be like a distraction. Yeah, I'm talking about you to others, which is why you could be feeling their energy very, very strong. Reach out to me, please. I feel like this person could be like, you know, talking about you to other people, wanting you to reach out. If you're blocked, then I feel like it's more just like they want you to reach out, but they had to block you for their own personal reasons. Sorry, my throat chakra is chakraing right now. I'm very attracted to you. Yeah, so this person's definitely very attracted to you. And I feel like you could be dreaming about this person currently. They could just be showing up in your life. You could be seeing signs, symbols about them. But just know that it's all to kind of point out the fact that you are healing from something that was very toxic and that maybe didn't treat you the best. But it was in order to become this beautiful star. Yeah, again, I've been up all night thinking about you. So again, I feel like this person could definitely be heavily thinking about you, especially at nighttime, which is why you could be dreaming about them. You know, you're on my mind the most. I'm still healing, and I'm lost without you. Yeah, so again, it kind of feels like there is a little bit of that codependency too, where they really did rely on you, and now that you're out of their life, they're definitely feeling that extremely heavily, and they're starting to notice all of the ways in which their life is just, I don't know, it's not really working out the way that they had necessarily wanted it to. You know, like if they went with another partner that was quote unquote the safer option, you know, yeah. It's just not working out the way that it's supposed to. And it's kind of what I feel like with, if it's even like a friend of yours as well, you know, like I feel like this person could have gone with another friend, and it's like they're finally getting the karma sort of revealed about like, you know, this friend of theirs, and that is actually not very good. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so here we go. I feel like on top of this, Spirit guides really wanted to say that this person leaving your life was actually exactly what's meant to happen. Because again, we have celebration, fun, enjoyment. You will receive a gift, good fortune, an increase in material wealth, or spiritual growth. Which I feel like D, all of the above. Like, I feel like you're really going to start to feel like your luck has changed for the better. Things are just going to start working out for you a lot better. You're going to start to enjoy life and actually have fun. Now actually getting to be your authentic self. Because again, it's not that we like necessarily change ourselves completely. Some people do, you know, in a long-term relationship especially, they tend to like, you know, not really like become somebody completely different, but in an unhealthy one, like, you know, they kind of do become somebody a little bit completely different than who they actually want to be, because they're trying to fit the box of what that other person wants rather than fitting the box of what they want in this hot lifetime. You know, so that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's just like, I feel like you guys really had to get out of that to grow, to blossom, to glow up. And now, because you've gotten out of that, and congratulations because you're blocked, I feel like you're actually going to end up receiving a beautiful gift. And you're going to be getting the gift from the universe, which is a lot more money, a lot more wealth, a lot more abundance, you know, actually pleasurable relationships, people that genuinely care about you and want to create that space of security in your life, and that space of, hey, I'm not leaving. Even if we get mad at each other, you know, like, I'm not gonna leave. Even if you seem like the more complex option, which you are, hottie, you know, like, you're complex, you're hot, you're a baddie. I feel like, you know, your partner who's ultimately supposed to be with you is going to keep choosing you at the end of the day, and will never, ever, ever resort to something like blocking you, because I feel like these people, they gotta block, you know, because they can't keep their eyes off of you, which, you know, is partly toxic. But again, that's why they have to stay away from you, because you are here trying to create your best, most empowering and powerful life, and you can't do that when somebody like this is slowing you down. Now it's time to get out there and be the star that you are truly meant to be, my gorgeous pile number one. So yes, my beauties, I'm praying that this brought you some clarity today. Do not forget to stay tuned for the Halloween Spooktacular special, October 31st. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, we're going to spend Halloween together. So yes, and definitely pick some more piles as well, because there will be multiple energies here today. But yes, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Goodbye. Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 2, the gorgeous feminine deep combos card, or the adorable little unicorn. This is going to be your reading today, all about what you need to know about this connection, the truth about this connection. And I was hearing the song Starships by Nicki Minaj, and I was hearing get on the floor, I love to dance, so give me more, more, till I can't stand. Starships are meant to fly, hands up, yo, and touch the sky. So I was kind of getting the energy, and especially with feminine deep combos, like, this definitely feels like a friendship kind of energy, or it just could be like a very fun, uplifting energy, somebody that, you know, you would go out, you would party with, you would have a good time. There would be a lot of just kind of fun times and fun energy here. And so let's inquire into this connection here. See what kind of information we can gather for you all today. Okay, I'm just going to get the full spread so I can understand completely what's going on here. Okay. So this definitely feels like a higher level soulmate or connection. Again, that could be a friendship, because to me, friendships are soulmates. This feels like somebody that is physically at a distance from you, so they could live in a different city than you. They could currently be at a little bit of a distance, you know, talking wise to you. How did you get in here? I just turned around and my cat's in here with the doors closed. So I think Zach just put him in, but that was hilarious. What a sight to be seen. Okay. But I totally feel like, especially with the 7 of Cups here and the moon, I feel like this person is actually watching you more than you even recognize. I feel like this person is watching your social media in particular. And with the 4 of Wands here, this definitely gives me the energy that this person is an ultimate soulmate. So it was somebody that was supposed to be in your life, whether that be for a short period or a long period. It feels like it was extraordinarily impactful, and for a very good reason. I feel like this person definitely showed you a lot of different fun aspects of life. That's why I was hearing Starships by Nicki Minaj. You know, I feel like you and this person could have danced together, you and this person could have gone out late at night together. You know, you could have just partied together, even like watching movies on your couch, having little at-home slumber parties. Like, it just feels like you and this person would have your own kind of party whenever you would hang out together. There would be a lot of celebratory energy here. yeah, even just like having fun, I feel like there was a lot of fun that was had in this connection. I feel like recently you've been seeing glimpses that maybe this person is still thinking of you or is wanting to reconnect with you. And I definitely get good energy off of this because I feel like this person was sort of like swift to maybe end this connection, or especially with the Knight of Swords here, that's not like Page of Swords where it's lacking decisiveness. It's more like I made a decision, but it was very like, whoa, like swift. It was very out of pocket, feels like. So this person could have left your life. They could have moved away from you and things could have like just naturally kind of fizzled. It feels like this person could have maybe abruptly ended this friendship, this connection, and like severed ties. But again, it feels like it was something that, like, maybe I feel like in the moment it was probably supposed to happen for whatever divine reason. But, um, yeah, because I feel like the fates sort of changed a little bit after this person left your life. Even though you had very good times together, I feel like, yeah, there could have been something to do with like your luck needed to change. Maybe you were jealous of this person. Maybe this person was jealous of you. Maybe there was a little bit of both going on. Maybe there was tension, a little bit of drama, especially with that feminine energy here. It gives drama, like feminine energy gives drama. We love it. Like that's why we have feminine energy. But again, I feel like this person is totally stalking your social media right now. So if you're seeing little glimpses of them, that's the reason why. Is because I feel like they're watching your page, especially from a distance. So just kind of keep that in mind whenever you're thinking about this person and this connection. Wow, okay, so we do have the love card here. So this could definitely have been a lover that you just had an incredibly deep feminine connection with as well. And again, feminine doesn't necessarily mean like, the person's gender, because it's a genderless reading. Like, it's more so like you just had a very good, deep, emotionally intelligent connection with this person. I feel like you couldn't really find that with other people. I feel like you connected with this person on a different level, and they did bring a lot of peace and harmony into your life. They brought a lot of love into your life as well. And I feel like the way that you loved this person was very impactful on their life as well. The way that they feel like they could bring anything up to you, talk to you about anything in the entire world, and they just would not feel judged, I feel like it's something that they just can't really find with a lot of other people, And I feel like especially with peace and harmony here, again, it's like you kind of brought harmony into this person's life, maybe like even a little bit of luck, and I feel like they really took it and they ran with it, like, but I feel like at the same time, like, the fates are changing. Because I feel like maybe this person got really lucky or something, and like, they could have gotten to like a college, for example, into like a Ivy League college. And so that caused them to sort of like exit your life, because they had to go off to this school in a completely different location. And it was a very prestigious energy and pristine sort of energy. And so I feel like, yeah, like that's just one example, but I feel like there could have been a lot of different things that went wrong, but it was definitely a very dramatic and short-sighted energy ending. Beware of self-delusion here with the dragon, and you are on the road to success. Yeah, I feel like this person definitely could have been a little bit like delusional, just kind of, especially when it came to their own anxieties, ways about the situation, because I'm seeing that you're a very successful person. Like, everything just kind of works out very easily for you. You get whatever it is that you want. And as a matter of fact, by the time that you're coming to this reading, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here, you're about to enter into an era of your life that's going to be a lot more lucky moving on forward. And so I definitely expect that this person will come back, because it doesn't feel like there's too much negative energy here. But like, if this was a friendship that for whatever reason dramatically decided to end your life, I feel like sometimes or lover again, I feel like that sometimes tells you everything that you need to know about this person, about this connection. And because it's like, would you really want that to happen again? Because letting them back into your life sort of leads you up to maybe having that happen to you all over again. But at the same time, I feel like it shows a place of growth and maturity if you are able to accept somebody back into your life that did this. Because especially with the love card here and the Four of Wands, it's like this person feels like a higher level soulmate. Even though I'm saying it was a dramatic ending, again, it doesn't really feel like it was anything crazy. You know, like it doesn't feel like this person was narcissistic, rude, mean. It just feels like they got some kind of an opportunity that dragged them out of your life. We have candles, so you will be shown the way. Okay, that's interesting. And legs, stepping into a new experience. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, because we're trying to figure out, like, what was the purpose of this? You know, like, why did all of this happen? I feel like it really had to deal with, like, sort of testing you. So that way they knew, spirit guides knew that you would be able and capable to handle the challenges that are coming into your life, which is, you know, just existing and especially holding on to a lot of success, I feel like. Because you are on the road to success here, stepping into a new experience, and you will be shown the way, you know? So I definitely do feel like you're going to be stepping into a lot of new experiences here, meeting a lot of new people, networking, getting into a lot of new rooms with people. You know, I heard resorts, so I don't know what the fuck that's about. Any of y'all going to a resort coming up in 2026? Because I called it. Dealings or relationships with a younger man, lighthearted, carefree time. Yeah, again, I just really do feel like you had a lot of, like, you know, happy relationships with the person, carefree time. I just felt like there was a lot of, yeah, self-delusion here, you know, family sorrow. They could have been jealous of you because, like, you know, like, even like you maybe had a better family standing or whatever, like you have a better relationship with your mom, I don't know. But it just feels like there was a lot of like jealousy and like delusions, you know, anxiety, maybe mental health that was causing this person to just kind of think a little bit different at this time. An arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross. Okay. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Great good fortune and a position of authority. Wow. Yeah, so exactly. I feel like, again, if spirit guides take somebody out of your life, if somebody chooses to exit, you know, your life, I feel like it's probably for a reason. And you know what? Maybe this person was insanely arrogant. Maybe they did end up getting into that Ivy League college, and then that's all that they fucking talked about. You know, like that's all that would come out their mouth. Like maybe they got some major opportunity, and then that's literally all that they would talk about. And so it's like, how could you relate to this person anymore? Because you didn't also get that major opportunity, but you were getting your own kind of successes. But at the same time, you know, does it feel like equivalent success? I don't know. But I feel like, you know, with the karma, you will reap what you have sown. If this person did decide to kind of like, you know, swiftly cut you out, go down their own path, that things even just naturally fizzled, I feel like they are going to reap what they've sown, and you are going to reap what you've sown, which is, you know, I feel like you are going to get good luck and a position of authority coming up here. You're going to also be shown the way. You're going to be stepping into new experiences, following the road to success, creating a lot more love just in your own personal life. And I feel like because this person cut you off, bro, I hate to say it, but it's like, you know, as a witch, I literally believe that whatever you do to somebody else is going to come back to you 10 times that. So like, whenever I choose to leave somebody's life, like, I don't make it a big fucking deal, you know, because I don't think they give that much of a fuck about me, to be honest. Like, I just kind of silent quit, you know, I kind of slide into the background and just kind of disappear. But some people decide to go out on like a big bang, you know? And I feel like that could have been what happened with this person, especially with the drama, the feminine energy that I was kind of picking up on. And again, even if this is somebody that you dated, like they decided to end it very abruptly, very like extravagantly. They got into, you know, they had to travel to a different state. They got a job in a different area, you know, whatever it is. But I just feel like, yeah, it's like that's what they're gonna reap, you know? It's like even though they chose that life, they now have chosen that life. And if they cut you off, I can only imagine, especially again from a witch's perspective, and it's not always this literal, but 10 times the amount of people are going to cut them off from their lives as well. So it's just kind of, you reap what you have sown. And yeah, like I don't really like to F with any of that kind of energy, like I just kind of like to keep to myself, do my own thing, be happy, and whoever likes to be a part of it will be a part of it, and whoever doesn't will not be a part of it, and I'm okay with that. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Exactly, you guys. And I feel like that's what this person's karma is. It's like they maybe feel like they got everything that they wanted, and yet they're still watching you. Oh, the mic drop, right? Like literally, they think that they got everything that they wanted, and yet they're still stalking you. They're still watching you. They're still trying to think about whatever it is that you're doing. And now it's like, you've been living that comfortable, luxurious, plush little life that's about to get a major upgrade. It's about to become a lot more comfortable, luxurious, financially free, I'm hearing. And this person doesn't get to be anywhere near a part of it. They just get to kind of watch your social media. They just kind of get to watch from afar. Okay, let's see here. Woo, okay, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power, and love call. Someone expresses their love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So yeah, I totally feel like this person is going to come to some kind of conclusion here. I feel like this person's going to be getting a lot of clarity. When it comes to this connection, I feel like they're going to be coming back to themselves like in the best way. And I feel like this person is going to be expressing their love to you and letting you know. Again, what you choose to do with that is 110,000% up to you. Like for me personally, it really does depend on the specific connection, right? It's like some people, they might exit my life very abruptly, and I choose never to let those people back into my life ever again. Whereas some people, choose to end the relationship very abruptly, and I do end up letting them back in because I feel this Four of Wands connection and that soulmate kind of bond with somebody. But at the same time, it's like, it's really up to you, and it's to do with your own personal power and how you want to continue to protect yourself in the future. Is this person's energy really going to be protective to keep around? Yeah, looking at photos, missing you, nostalgia. Exactly. Like I said, I feel like this person is totally watching your social media. I feel like, if you guys have taken a ton of pictures together, they are looking at those old pictures. They're watching them back, the videos, the memories. They're, thinking about all of the good times that you guys had together, especially because I was getting starships at the beginning of this, right? Whoa, okay, the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. So again, next phase could be you moving on without them and becoming your own butterfly, becoming your own star, embracing your truth and your life. But it could also be, deciding to evolve that relationship, welcome them back in, but at a much more mature and boundary sort of standpoint where, it's like like, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't do that again. But again, it's like you can't control somebody. So that's why I'm always just, letting you guys know to be super, super, super cautious, because you never know somebody's true intentions. And yeah, like if they did it once, you can never trust that they will never just not do it again. That was a lot of whatever. That was a lot of words there. Double entendre? Is that what it was? I don't remember. But we also have coffee cup here. So meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So again, I was really heavily leaning towards this pile being about friendship. But again, it could have just been like such a deep connection with somebody else, a relationship, a partner, that really felt like a friendship, where you're still going out, you're having fun, or you're staying in, you're having fun, like just feeling very uplifted. But I really do feel like you could be meeting up with this person. I feel like they're totally going to be messaging you guys. I'm seeing sliding into the DMs on Instagram. So that could be very specific, but I feel like that could be for a lot of you guys. This person could definitely be coming back into your life. And I feel like this person could also be thinking of you recently and letting you know. that's what's going on. And yeah, that's just the honest truth about this connection. I don't feel ready. Okay, so that is part of it. Let me see. Okay. You hurt my feelings. Love doesn't feel like enough. My intentions can be selfish at times. You have changed me. Yeah, because I feel like you're such a selfless person. I feel like this person really does, you know, see that. And I wish you wouldn't push me away. Okay, so that's really interesting. I'm just going to leave it there. I feel like these messages can be up for a lot of interpretation. But overall, I feel like this person could be reaching out, but they don't feel ready currently. So let me see if I can sneaky get some months of the year to see when they could be reaching out. Okay, April was very clear there. So April could be more of the timing. So when you're watching this, this is in the fall, but this is a timeless reading. So it could be whenever April is for you. So you could be watching this in the month of April and kind of expecting them to reach out. But I do really feel like, you know, just keep continuing on your path. I feel like you're about to come into a lot of success, great fortune, a position of authority. So you could, if you guys have been wanting a job, that's going to be coming in here, especially a position of authority, management, you know, supervisor role, CEO, boss bitch vibes. Okay, anyways. But I love you guys so much. I'm praying that it's probably some clarity about this connection. And I will see you. Oh, before I forget, do not forget the Halloween special coming out on October. What month is this? The 31st, y'all. It's the end of this group. I'm winding down. But yeah, do not forget, definitely subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you will not forget. But yes, hotties, I love you so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Bye! Yay! Alrighty, and hello to those of you who chose pile number 4, the beautiful, sexy confidence card. This is going to be your reading all about the truth about this connection, what you need to know about this connection that you are currently in. And with the sexy confidence card, I'm already picking up, number 1, you might be drawn to the previous reading that I did that's on my channel. So you know, you might be drawn to other piles as well, but the previous reading that I just did, not the collective, but the pick card, you might be very much so drawn towards because this was a card in one of the other piles. So yes, but let's get a little bit more information about the truth about this connection. The truth about this. Alrighty, so I totally feel like in particular, you know, this pile, you're unbelievably sexy, right? You're confident, you're beautiful, you're glowing. And I feel like because of that, you definitely attract a lot of different people. And I feel like this person in particular, you were very attracted to because they have this emperor energy. They're very generous as well with their, you know, I heard with their time, with their money. They might have started a foundation. I don't really know for sure, but especially being the emperor energy here, this person just definitely knows how to get the money. You know, they know how to be the boss, their CEO, entrepreneurship kind of vibes as well. But with the 5 of Swords here, I've literally never done this before, but I actually ended up looking this one up because I was just like, what does the internet have to say? And it literally says, represents conflict, discord, and hollow victories, where the outcome of a struggle leaves everyone feeling a sense of loss or betrayal. It signifies a win at all cost mentality, often stemming from a lack of communication or self-interest, leading to arguments, bullying, or deception. So I kind of feel like this is definitely a more difficult situation here because I feel like this could have been either a friendship or a lover. To be honest, I'm leaning towards the direction of lover, but I don't know, it could really go either way here because especially with like this person having like that lack of communication, lack of self-interest, I feel like, yeah, it could have led to a lot of deception or like just harsh times for you when you're just like this really beautiful person, okay? Like you're super generous and very empathetic, especially being represented here as the Queen of Cups. It's like you're super generous with your time, with your emotions, with everybody, everyone in your life. You really do give them your all. And like if you're falling in love with somebody or if you're friends with somebody, you really do try to give them all of your time, all of your attention, all of your energy. And I just feel like it wasn't, you know, the most balanced or reciprocating, especially because the Two of Coins is underneath of the Five of Swords. Also, this person could have had a very inflated ego, and it feels like they could have been juggling multiple options as well as you. So this could have been multiple different friends around them or multiple different partners, depending on your situation with this person. But it feels like you definitely looked up to this person. You liked having them in your life because they were such a boss energy, because they're this emperor energy, because they know how to get the coin. You know, they know how to work for themselves. And especially with the Nine of Coins here, I really do feel like you got a sense where like you could see a clear future with them. Like it felt like, you know, you could see them being in your life for a very long time. But again, this feels like somebody that kind of took advantage of your generosity, took advantage of your kind heart and your kind soul, because we do have the Queen of Cups here. And I'm also noticing the Scorpio too, right? The Scorpion. I'm a fellow Scorpio. Some of you guys could be Scorpio energies. But it's like, you know, when we sting, like we kill, right? Like we're peaceful, but if you fuck with us, we're gonna give you the stinger. And so that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Is like I feel like this person really kind of like used you, so to say. Like I don't know how else to say it, but it just feels like there was a lot of like using, yeah, lack of communication or self-interest, bullying, arguing, deception, because I really felt called to like look up the exact definition of this, and I've never done that before. I typically just go off of vibes, but that's kind of the energy that it's giving. It's almost like yeah, it's like a friend that's like a fake friend. That's not really a good friend. That, you know, you kind of lack that communication with. Maybe you did have that communication, but maybe they just don't receive you, you know? And maybe you did initially like them because they do have this emperor energy about them, because they do have this kind of like air of prestige. This person could be very intelligent, you know, they could own a very successful company, but I feel like at the same time, this is the kind of person that like does it in the dirty way, right? Whereas like you're the type of person that's very generous. So I'm getting that like they could kind of walk all over that, if that makes sense. So yeah, the truth about this connection, I'm not getting the best vibe. Let's see what else we got here. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Whoa. And family wishes come true. So again, excuse me. This person could have made you do something against your will. This person could have made you do something that just didn't really feel like yourself. Again, it's like bringing out the stinger is what they're bringing into my mind again. So it's like you could be this beautiful Queen of Cups energy that's very empathetic, that's very caring. But again, whenever this person bites or like try to fight you, it's lethal. Like, don't even try, bitch, because you're getting stung. And I feel like this person could have tried to make you into something that you're not, could have tried to, you know, just kept using you, enabling you to do bad things, like whatever it was, bullying you, arguing with you, picking fights with you. I feel like this person, you know, whatever, like, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but I just feel like they kind of had to leave your life for a reason. Yes, I feel like this person could have gotten very jealous of you. And, you know, I feel like because of that, because you're on this beautiful road to success, it really came out like this ugly side of them. Yeah. There we go. And the thing that I was trying to say before is that I feel like this person made you act out of pocket. Yeah. You out of pocket. Exactly. I feel like this person like made you act out of pocket. They made you act out of character, because you're typically a very warm and loving and genuine, kind individual that, you know, when you love somebody, again, you love them with your whole heart and soul, and you don't like, you know, you're not sneaky, you're not, whatever. Okay, anyways. But this person basically brought out this darker side of you because they were simply a horrible person. This pile in particular is like straight up, this person just sucks. Like the other piles, I was kind of like maybe, but still, like I still was like the reason why these people leave your life is just because, you know, they're not meant to be in it. But yeah, someone new is entering your life. So I feel like you guys could have gone on the path to like someone new, whatever towards success that really brought you on to success. You could have met a new friend, throat chakra blockages. They really don't want me to say this, but you could have met a new friend that's actually better than them. And they hate to see it, bro. A goal-oriented person. Happiness. Yeah, so again, I feel like this person just sees you as a very goal-oriented person, and your ultimate goal is happiness. And so I feel like that's why this person could never really get you down for that long, because you're so happy and you're meant for just like the finer things in life, okay? The happier things in life. Yeah, keep your life in balance. I feel like that's the truth about this connection, is that they made it extremely unbalanced. I feel like whatever you gave to the situation, because you're so generous and you're so kind-hearted, you definitely did not get that shit back, okay? And I feel like this person took a lot from you. So that's why I feel like karma is going to be making it up and giving you a lot back. Yes, recognition, reward for merit. Exactly. I feel like you guys are getting major rewards. You're reaping these rewards while this person is crying their fucking self to sleep, which is badass. Problems to be resolved. Yeah, it's like spirit guides are telling you that like all of your problems are being resolved. Everything is going good for you. Everything is perfect for you. This person, on the other hand, I'm literally seeing a rainstorm cloud directly over their head. Because while you're over here getting the sun, getting the rainbows and the beautiful side of life, they're over there getting lightning storms and shit on. Okay? Really. Persevere and you will overcome your problems. If you have not let this person go out of your life yet, but you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about, I feel like you have to you have to let this person go, because I'm seeing that like it might be difficult at first, but you will overcome your problems. Problems to be resolved, family wishes coming true, recognition, reward, you know, being goal-oriented, happiness, somebody new entering your life, and happiness and well-being. So again, sun card. Like I was literally saying, you're over here basking in the sun, enjoying life, and I feel like this person is over here like crying themselves to sleep. I feel like you honestly might be more of the Emperor card. I feel like what you admired in them, you took from them and you ran with it, and you became 10 times the person that they could have wished that they could have ever been. Yeah. And I feel like there could be a lot of jealousy here and evil eye. And that's why it's important to keep moving. Yes, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Exactly. And I feel like this person is reaping all of the karma that they have sown. You get to be successful while they get to sit back and wonder, why not me? And the reason why not them is because they would never put in even 1/10 of the amount of love and effort that you put into situations in life. Woo! Feeling tied down or frustrated. Yeah, if this is a partner, get rid of them, bro. No more arguing, no more wrongdoing. Victory in some endeavor. Exactly. It's like you're guaranteed for victory. And you might see V as your sign. Your name might start with the letter V, but I feel like ultimately you are meant for victory. Yeah, hard work ahead. So again, if you haven't already gotten this person out of your life, it might be time. I feel like there's going to be hard work ahead, but it's well worth it. And I also feel like if some of you guys are business owners, you know, entrepreneurs, whatever it is, expect your business to be working out. Expect it to be hard work, but it's going to be so worth it, especially because all of your family wishes will come true. Dark man, dealings or relationships with a dark complexion or hair. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yes, exactly. I feel like the purpose of this relationship, the truth of this relationship, was just for you to come to some sort of like spiritual development and enlightenment and awareness and understanding. If I literally just read all those words, yes. But that's kind of vibe. I feel like you had to be aware of this person so that way you could understand, you know, why they were in your life and what they had to teach you. And like, yeah, like why they were in your life in order to spiritually develop as a person and come to some sort of like enlightenment about life, you know? Like, for example, this person might have been in your life and they might have sucked. Yes, they might have caused a lot of problems, a lot of arguments. But at the same time, it teaches you like what not to put up with in your next connection, what not to look for, you know, how to kind of suss somebody out or feel somebody out better, which I genuinely wish I had a better grasp on it, especially for some of the people who I won't say are like, I shouldn't say they're narcissistic, but you know the vibe, like they are. Like, yeah. But that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this. It's like you really had to learn how to, you know, not put up with these people anymore, how to enable boundaries, how to keep moving forward. Yeah, learn from the past. Perception. It's all about how you see things, right? It's all about your perception. It's all about how you see the situation. Heartbroken, deeply sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. Yeah, so you could have had a major breakup with this person as well after arguments, and it could have left you a little bit more heartbroken. I feel like this person is definitely still reminiscing, looking at pictures of the two of you together. And don't you guys ever wish you could go in somebody else's phone and to like delete all of your own pictures out of it? Like, I get that urge sometimes so bad. But I feel like especially with this person, it's like, I feel like you really don't want anything to do with them, you know? Because I feel like they really took the balance out of your life. They might have been goal-oriented, you know? But yeah, it definitely feels like they just took so much out of your life. But this is a separate message. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise, invitation, or meeting hesitation. So I feel like you guys are actually going to be meeting the one here, or whenever this person exits your life, that's when you will actually end up meeting the person that you're supposed to be with forever, or for a very long time. And have faith, this is coming in. And this could also be, you know, not just a romantic partner, but also a friendship partner as well. So just keep having faith that actual good love is coming in. Yeah, and unconditional love as well. Because I'm totally seeing that, like, you know, you had to cut this person out of your life in order to kind of discover this unconditional love that you have for yourself, you know? This self-love, this oneness, this passion. And also to stop sabotaging your own life. Like realizing where these repeating patterns are and working on it, fixing it, you know, becoming a better person, and again, just loving yourself more. I feel like that's the truth about this connection. That is why this connection happened, was to really show you how you can love yourself even better and even more. And it might have caused you to be very heartbroken, yes, you know, it might have caused a lot of turmoil in your life, but it was ultimately there to teach you that you can do better, you will do better, and better is actually coming right now, especially when you're watching this. Okay, so we love to see it. See if we can't get a few extra love messages here. I fucked up. Please don't go. I'm getting lost in the memories. Yeah, so again, I feel like this person is definitely watching you, like maybe watching your social media, or if you have them blocked, they're definitely watching, you know, the old pictures of the videos that you guys have together. Yeah. Please don't go. I want to be more than friends. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe this person also wanted to be more than friends with you. You weren't interested and they kind of sabotaged. I keep writing and deleting messages. Yeah. So this person could be wanting to come back into your life. I've been up all night thinking about you. That's why you could be, you know, thinking about them as well. But yeah, it's kind of similar to like the other pals, but this pal in particular, I'm getting, you don't want this person back in your life, like at all. You know, like especially with that so much arguing, and maybe at first like you did really want them back in your life, but especially when starting off with that Five of Swords, I can't help but just like really focus on that, you know, while it can be a sign of current difficult situation, it can also be a warning to think carefully before engaging in battles where defeat is likely. So again, it's like, is it really worth it? You know, like, is it really worth fighting for this connection if everything it's gonna do is just leave me heartbroken? You know, like, is it really worth it? And that's what I feel like you have to kind of ask yourself at the end of the day. this person could have wanted to be more than friends with you as well. And even if you didn't know this, maybe they knew it. Maybe they secretly kind of took that out on you because, you know, you never pursued that, whatever. There's just a lot of like stuff here. But I feel like this person could be coming back into your life. You could be, you know, hearing from them. They could be trying to reach out to you. There was one more thing too that I saw. Oh yeah, dreaming of them. I feel like you guys could be dreaming of them as well. So just kind of be cautious, especially about this connection in particular. I would not recommend it. It just seems like a lot of difficult, hard work, and I feel like you are ultimately going to be getting like all of the blessings out of this connection, and I feel like they're going to be getting all of the shit. So yeah, love you guys so much. I'm praying that it's brought some clarity. Do not forget to check out all the other piles, and do not forget also about the beautiful Halloween Spooktacular special coming out 10/31, October 31st. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so that way you will definitely be notified when I have posted. But yes, I love you all so much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying that this brought you some clarity, and I'll see y'all very, very soon, okay? At the Halloween special. Okay, bye! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 3, the Masked Mystery card. This is going to be your reading today, all about what you need to know about this connection and the truth about this connection. So I'm very excited. I feel like, especially with the Masked Mystery card here, this could be a crush of yours or somebody that, yeah, exactly, is like a secret admirer. Like, they might have some feelings for you. This could be a newer connection. You just might not know exactly how they feel about you. So that's why you're coming to this reading today. Ooh, wow. Okay, but I'm seeing kind of like all good things. Like, again, the Page of Cups is the only one where I'm like, but it's mostly just an energy of like, this is brand new. You might not know this person very well. You know, you could work with this person. You could be at like a distance, but like not like a distance from each other. I feel like you just met this person like, in a class, even say like you're taking pottery class, like, you know, you might see this person here and there. You might have followed them, they might have followed you, and so like they see your social media and they definitely get to stalk you here and there, especially with the secret admirer. Or again, that's just like they're admiring you from afar. So if they work with you, I feel like they get a look at you throughout the day more than you even think that they're looking at you. And I feel like they just kind of watch how you act. I feel like this person definitely finds you to be the Queen of Coins energy. So you know how to get the bread. You're good at making money. You're a good, you know, I heard salesperson. So you could be a very good salesperson, CEO, boss babe energy. But it definitely feels like this person, has some feelings for you, especially with the 10 of Cups here, the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. This person might have other options around them just because, you know, the two of you aren't officially dating or whatever, but it's like you're almost like acting like you're already dating, or everybody around you just kind of sees a flirtation happening. Feels like this person kind of has their eyes on you, and especially with the 10 of Cups here, I'm really feeling like this person has a lot of emotion and happy energy towards you. It definitely feels like this person has a lot of love. Feels like they kind of want that like family with you. Like 10 of Cups talks about marriage, and it talks about having a family together and happy family energy. So I really do feel like this person sees you in their future. I feel like this person feels like, you know, you are their soulmate. I feel like this person could be could leave a lasting impact on your life, especially being represented here as the 4 of Wands. But this is giving me all really good energy. It just feels like they kind of admire you from behind the scenes, and it feels like, you know, this person will, how should I say this? Like, they'll kind of like come forward when they're ready. Like, I feel like they're kind of taking their time with this. Yeah. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. Good luck. We got the boot and the horseshoe here. So some of you guys could be like country people. You could like equestrian vibes. Like, you know, I'm going to turn on my heater, by the way, because I'm a little hot in here. But it definitely feels like there's a lot of good luck when it comes to this connection. And I feel like this person, especially being represented here as the Page of Cups, it's like Spirit guides are almost like, we need to give this person the boot, you know, like they have to increase their efforts if they're going to want to be with you in the long term. If they want to actually achieve this goal of marrying you, of being with you in the long term, they're going to have to make it happen. And money will be coming to you as well. So especially with the Queen of Coins, again, it's like this person sees you as very affluent, luxurious, authority figure, boss babe energy. We also have fair man. So dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. You will receive a gift with box, and temptation will test you. Okay, yes. So I really do feel like, a marriage will end up taking place in this connection, or I feel like at least that's this person's intentions, goals with this. I feel like they really want to give you some kind of a gift, which would be, like a ring. That's kind of what I was picturing when I saw the box. But also with temptation will test you. I definitely feel like there might be other options around you. This person might have other options around them that might test you when it comes to this connection. It might actually, be like, oh my gosh, does this person really like me, or do I really like this person? But I'm getting that, like, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. You're gonna have to cut some other people out of your life, like I feel like this person will as well. Wow, okay, so we have twin flame energy, empath, and narcissist paradigm, being charmed, used, enable boundaries. Let's see here, abundance, and not enough, frustrated relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, ego issues. Okay. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Okay, yeah, so I feel like this person could have been in, or you could have been in a previous connection that really made you feel like you're not enough, that you were kind of with somebody where you really had to, enable more boundaries, put more boundaries in place to protect yourself, because it just feels like these people didn't have your best intentions at heart. But I feel like you're really going to be receiving what you need in order to move on from this connection. Yeah, the temptation could be coming from somebody that makes you feel like you're not enough, which is surprising, but that's how a lot of us end up in like these, chaser runner dynamics. It's because we feel like we consistently have to be like more for somebody, like we always feel like we have to be better for the other person and that we're not enough. And I feel like, going from that connection to this connection would lead to like a lot of uncertainty and a lot of like, you might need extra validation basically. So yeah, just keep a positive mindset though. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss, and yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Yeah, I really do feel like you guys have a very reciprocal relationship. There we go. I think I did it. I think I finally pronounced it, you guys. Thank you so much for everybody who left the pronunciations down below in the comments. That was very helpful because I was always adding a reciprocable, but it's just reciprocal. A reciprocal relationship. Oh, listen to me. I sound so good. Okay, but you definitely do. I feel like you and this person might complement each other in a lot of different ways. I feel like this relationship is really going to give you what you need in order to move on from other people, but just don't be tempted to lower your standards or to go after people from your past, especially ones that, didn't treat you the way that you truly deserved and didn't really make you feel like you are enough. Yeah. Because this person might have other options around them, yes, but it's just because they're an attractive person. It's not because they like want to keep people in their life. Let's see here. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Yeah, especially with like because I keep getting pulled back to like the tempting relationship from the past. Because maybe some of you guys like haven't even met this person yet, but it definitely feels like this previous connection is over. And so because we do have progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. So you guys could just have some issues like maybe accepting that a previous relationship is officially over, and you kind of need me to just validate that, yes. But I definitely do see a newer energy. Like this person will be brand spanking new in your life, especially with the Page of Cups energy. That is not somebody that you have even known for like more than a few months, like it's been a very, very, very short period of time. But I feel like this past relationship could be leading to a little bit of self-sabotage issues with this current connection, this new person. And so I feel like that's why I really had to speak my truth when it came to this pile, because like, you know, like I don't want you guys to keep staying stuck in the past, especially if you have a new thing around you. Yeah. But just make sure that even this new person, you know, makes you feel like you are enough. It makes you feel like, yeah. But just keep that positive mindset, because I totally do see that, especially with the secret admirer sort of energy, twin flame sort of vibe, really completing each other, balancing out the connection. So I love that. I'm falling in love. I want to get back together. Okay, so that's really interesting. But I do feel like a lot of you guys, like, yeah, this is somebody that is thinking of forever. This is somebody that is falling in love. You know, this isn't somebody that is just thinking of like a short period of time. Okay, we have why did you leave? Whoa. And you have changed me. I'm afraid to get close to people. My intentions can be selfish at times. I wish you wouldn't push me away. You hurt my feelings and love doesn't feel like enough. Yeah, so I feel like, again, you could be a little bit afraid to get close to people just because of the past connections that you've had, the past relationships that you've been in with people. I feel like yeah, like you have the right to be a little bit selfish in this relationship, you know, and be cautious, approach with caution, take your time with it, you know, especially if somebody's trying to rush you. Red flag. Like that's love bombing, you know. We don't want to get into a relationship with somebody that's trying to push us faster than we want to be pushed, you know. Like this is somebody, especially if they are willing to take it all the way, they are going to end up in a marriage with you. And so there's no rush. I don't understand couples that just like meet somebody and then they want to get married like immediately. Like I've just never understood that. Like I've always understood from a very young age that even if I were to meet my soulmate, I still want to be like dating them for a while, because I like that's such a fun stage in your relationship, you know, like just to be dating somebody. And yeah, and like eventually obviously we want it to be serious, but like take your time with it. Like there's no need to rush. They're kind of bringing up like a scary example in my mind, but there was this girl that like got married to this guy after being with him for 6 months, you guys. Like 6 freaking months. Okay, I understand that rarely, occasionally that might work out, right? But this ended up being so bad because she had no clue who this guy actually was. He had tons of, you know, DA charges, like all up and down his track record, that if she would have literally looked into him just a little bit, got a little bit of history on this man, she probably would not have married him after 6 months, bro. Like that's crazy. Anyways, and she ended up getting pretty hurt herself. So that's why we don't just do shit like that. You know, like if somebody's pushing us, it's okay to give them like a little bit of distance, but don't be too afraid to get close to people because of your past also, you know, like take your time, get to know this person really deeply, whatever. And yeah, and think of forever when you're getting to know them. You know, don't be triggered by the past and think that this is going to be a fleeting relationship because of what happened in the past, because I do not see that for you. I see this actually working out very, very well, especially with the 10 of Cups energy here. But you cannot let that past hold you back from your future. Yes. Yeah, because this person's thinking of forever. Ooh, okay. And I'm hearing a middle tone ring in my left ear. So you guys could definitely look up the spiritual meaning of a lower toned ring in the left ear. A lower to middle toned ring. And that could be a message on the side for you guys as well. But yeah, I'm hearing that like you might have actually ended up hurting this newer person's feelings because, you know, you're kind of pushing them away a little bit because of what you've been through in the past. So just allow yourself to fall in love. This person could also, on the latter half of it, be pushing you away because of what they have gone through in the past. So if none of this was resonating to you and you're sitting here like, Dick Witch, what the fuck? It's literally this person's energy that I'm picking up on. I feel like that's more the vibe, especially with the mass mystery here. That could be why they're kind of like hiding a lot of themselves, hiding a lot of their feelings. And, you know, take your time with them. Like, you know, like that's really what I feel like the moral and the truth of this connection is take your time, because there's no rush when it comes to love. And I feel like this person, you know, that will really show that you are meant to be with them for the long haul is if you can take your time, because I feel like there's a lot of temptation, there's a lot of pressure to rush into things, to, you know, become boyfriend, girlfriend, start dating, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you know, and start dating. And I feel like if there was a little bit less of that pressure, you know, like, connections might be a little bit healthier. So definitely take that pressure off. You know, if this person's kind of like healing from a lot from their past, make it known to them that you're always there for them, that you're always willing to, you know, be that shoulder for them to cry on. It's a little romantic anyways. but that's the vibe. It's like, you know, as long as you're kind of there for that person, you're consistent, you're persistent, you will get the ring. And I feel like that is the true gold here. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Do not be tempted to go back to previous connections. Do not be tempted to rush this person. Do not be tempted to rush yourself. Do not be tempted, period, okay? My gorgeous pal number 3, that's the truth. That's what you needed to hear. That's the clarity around this connection. There is a lot of feelings here. There's a lot of love. This person is thinking of forever. They're thinking of the ring. You know, we got the 10 of Cups, we got the ring card, and we got I'm thinking of forever. So y'all best believe this person is thinking of the future with you. But it's just a matter of, you know, taking your time with it and just allowing yourself to really fall in love, feeling that luck that you already have, that beautiful abundance and the luck, you know, focusing on what exactly it is that you want and filling that space with the love that you have for the things that you already have in your life as well. So yes, my gorgeous pal number 3, I love you guys so much. I'm praying that it's brought some clarity. Do not forget about the Halloween Spooktacular special on 10/31. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay?